who your enemies are. Sometimes the enemy is very familiar. See, Satan doesn't mind whose mind he gets in. Just since he gets into someone's mind to cause you to fall. He doesn't mind whom he overtakes. For you see, the enemy comes but to steal, to kill, and destroy. He wants to destroy your happy home. He wants to destroy your livelihood. But most of all, he wants to kill you in your sin. See, most folks think that the enemy is just happy when he comes and tears some stuff up. See, he's not like us. See, some of us get a little something from God, but we don't want all that God has for us. We simply want him to open the door, build a bridge over the troubled water, and then we're happy. But the enemy is not happy just taking your joy.
Come on now.
He's not happy just taking your job.
That's right.
He's not happy just taking your peace. He wants to see you stretched out.
Stretched out.
He wants to see you on your cooling board. He wants to suck the very life out of you. But you have to recognize and you have to come to the understanding that he will use anyone that he can to cause you to lose your life. And what we've got to understand, the reason why the world makes so much money off of church folk is because our humanistic nature, because we're operating in flesh, we want something real quick for a little of nothing.
That's it.
We want a whole lot for a little of nothing. Why you think the gambling shack is cool? Because you get a whole lot for a little nothing. And that's the concept when they tell you that the slots are loose, because you're expecting to get a whole lot for a little nothing. And then they play on that same concept in one of the ways in which they get you there. Their buffet has a whole lot on it for a little of nothing. And we think we're getting a deal, but we want when we operate in the flesh, we want a whole lot. They tell you we're gonna give you 10% off. Well, why can't you 15% off? Y'all ever went to the restaurant with some folk, with cheap folk that didn't want to spend no money? How many shrimp come with the order? How many wings come with the order? How many pieces of chicken we gonna get on this? How big is the salad? Is it a house salad, or can I get some eggs to go with it? Well. And we go on and on because we want a whole lot. Well, how big is your cheesecake? We want a whole lot for a little of nothing, and we don't want to give our fair share. We don't want to give our fair share. We want to run the waitress to death. We want 3 glasses of water. We want 5 refills on our Coke. We want all of this and we want all of that. But then when the ticket comes, we itemize and it's so close. Now, I ain't talking about if you do it. I'm talking about the whole concept of we want so much, but we don't want to pay. We don't want to give, and it also comes with our service. We want the pastor to do everything.
Everybody. Come on now.
Oh, he don't get tired. He the Energizer Bunny. But then when it comes to us, we want to give a little bit of time as we can. Stay home when we tired. Go if we feel like it. But yet we want God to do so much for us, but we don't want to give God his reasonable. And what we wind up doing when we trying to beat the system, when we trying to beat God. I might not beat today, y'all.
That's all right. You teach it.
What we wind up doing, when we operate in flesh, we wind up plotting. Well, go back. You go back to when you was in school. You tried to do less work as you could to get the grades you wanted. You tried to do the less work you could on your job and wonder why you can't get no promotion. Well, baby, my contract say I'm supposed to be here at 8. I don't clock in at no 7:50. I don't get that early. I clock in when I'm supposed to. I'm only gonna get in what was due them, and then I ain't staying over. See, but we can't understand why some folks get comp time when they don't have comp time.
All right now. Talk about.
We don't understand why every time you go to take off, they dock your pay. Because you never want to give, but you always want to receive.
Come on now.
And then what we start doing, we start plotting out how we going to do as little as possible. Come down to the church, we still plotting how we going to do as little as possible. Can I talk about some plotters on today? Ananias and Sapphira sold some land that was theirs. And instead of them bringing God what was due him, they got together and look here, Sapphira.
Say that.
Now we ain't gonna get him but such and such. And now I'm gonna go first, and then you come with your part. You come after me, and cause we can't give it all to him, baby. Baby, we got to live. We got to look out for tomorrow. Instead of trusting God, instead of doing what's right, they plotted together. Him and his wife. Now, the wife couldn't talk him out of it. Ask me how I know. Because she told the same lie he told. Ananias went before the prophets. And I could just see him walking in there all cool and nonchalant. With his gift of just going and just laying it at the apostles' feet. And they asked Ananias, why you lied? You didn't lie to me, you lied to the Holy Ghost. And immediately Ananias fell dead. And they came and drug him out. All because he plotted with the enemy, but didn't know his wife was the enemy. Sapphira didn't know her husband was the enemy. Ask me why I call him the enemy. Anybody that will go along with you while you're plotting to do something against God, while you're plotting to do something against the will of God, that's not God, that's the devil, and that's your enemy. Anytime you come into agreement to do something that's not right, but operating in the spirit of the devil. I don't care who you coming to that agreement with? Now this was his wife. The woman who shared his bed. Don't know, the Bible don't say whether they had no children or not. But this was his boo. This was his good thing. This was his sugar pie. Oh, see that? They went with it, and notice what happened. And I want to talk about plotting to do wrong. Saints, we got to stop plotting to do wrong. We have to stop getting together on the phone, the meeting after the meeting, to plot to do wrong. Well, I ain't gonna do it if you ain't gonna do it. Well, what you gonna do? If you do it, I'm gonna go along with it. But we gotta look at somebody and say, stop plotting. See, now they fell dead. The Lord has been dealing with me in some things. He's been dealing with me in some areas concerning the church. Been dealing with me in some areas. And warning comes before. Warning comes before destruction. And this message today is for the church to stop lying.
Amen.
My God, my God, my God. You gotta stop.
Stop lying.
Amen.
Amen.
I don't know all your plots. You have them come and lay them all at my feet. But the word of the Lord, when I was getting ready and went before the Lord, and then Lord, what you gonna say to your people? Amen. And he told me to tell my people to stop plotting. And I started with Ananias and Sapphira, who we know, but the more I began to look at this thing, we got Haman, who plotted against Mordecai and the Jews. Let's see, Ananias plotted with his wife. Ananias dropped dead. Sapphira dropped dead. Haman plotted. He dropped dead. Let's see, they plotted against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And there was destruction. The soldiers that went to throw them in the fiery furnace, the fire was so hot, they got burned up. Amen. Now let's see. Abraham and Sarah plotted. Look at the destruction. Look at what happened from their life. They plotted. Trouble came. Let's see. Esau and Jacob. The mama plotted. She was a trickster.
Come on now.
Now you go put this camel hair on, whatever kind of hair it was, and we gonna switch around. So y'all gotta be careful. Y'all gonna put all them motherfucking hair on. Trying to fool somebody. Oh my God, my God. Pray for it before you put it in your head. Oh my God. I don't mind praying for it. I ain't talking about if you need a little help. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about when you're trying to fool somebody. Let me clarify that thing. Sometimes you need a little help, amen. Amen. If you need a little help, you just need a little help. But I'm talking about when you're trying to fool somebody. Amen. Y'all ain't trying to fool nobody. I don't believe it. But y'all just want to be cute, amen. I go along with that. Amen. 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 Sometimes, see, sometimes you need a little pencil and powder to look a little better, amen. But don't go overboard now. Don't come in here looking like you modeling for the Crayola company now. Amen. I can understand you got a few blemishes, amen, and you need to be a little cute, amen. Like the old mothers and they little nut brown compact, amen. But don't come in here with all them colors, amen. I'm gonna get back to my message now. See, I'm messing me up. Jacob and Esau. Then Jacob got down to Laban's house and Laban plotted against him. He thought he was supposed to get Rachel, but when he got behind the veil, it was what it. See, some of y'all been plotting and you thought you had something, but when you got home, when you got home,
Lord have mercy.
what you thought you had?